Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Alright, if you guys are not aware, right now, they've announced the official kit for Ludmilla. We're gonna check it out. I'm really excited for her because she's going to be one of the better machine gun characters in a while based on what I've seen. Let's just briefly recap for those of you who are not aware. Right now in Nikke, right, you can see we only have so many machine gun characters. And keep in mind, for a burst 3 attacker, these are the only 3 characters that she has to compete against. Guillotine, Swimsuit Neon, which is a limited character and you can't obtain her anymore, and of course Modernia. So with that, let's compare Ludmilla against everyone else and give you guys my theory per se and see if she's going to be able to compete and be one of the stronger attacker that you should consider pulling. Now again, the concept of Ludmilla is very simple. Alright, so she is effective against enemies with exposed cores. That is going to be the likes of Blacksmith, the likes of a lot of characters that have exposed core. If there's something like more hidden, for example like an outer core for like Modernia boss for example, she's not going to be very efficient right there. So she does deal significant damage when she hits the cores and fires more bullet. So let's have a look at what she's capable of.
Time in the hot spring.
Alright, so this is going to be her L to D. Very good looking character overall. Damn! The asset is showing. This could be too much. This could be a lot, right? For a lot of players to take. But yeah, overall I do think she has it all. She has the kit, she has the asset. Alright, so let's have a look what happens when she's attacking an enemy overall. So that's a Rapture, alright? So obviously, not every enemies, not every Raptures have exposed cores. So she's going to depend a little bit on... Okay, I actually like that as well. So look at that. She's able to deal additional damage as well when she's attacking the core. So overall, she do have a lot of bullets. So most likely something like Bastion Cube is going to be the best for her. Now let's analyze the kit and see what she's all about. Alright, so first things first, she's an attacker burst 3, so she's going to compete with a lot of other burst 3 characters. She's a machine gun water type. Okay, so being a water type, I know a lot of you guys have asked me this particular question. Is she going to be strong with Summer Mary? Now that's something that we'll have to find out later on, but for now, that's going to be a very good combo. Alright, so hopefully if you guys pull for her, if you guys have Summer Mary, Swimsuit Mary, right, she's going to be one of the better pairs because if you guys are not aware, Swimsuit Mary do buff water code allies. As you can see, 23% at the burst skill, right? This is at level 10 and also increase their max HP as well. And you can see damage as strong element is also going to be very effective. So this is going to put probably this Snow Winter Ludmilla at a very high tier if you're fighting a fire boss. When you're having the element advantage, that's something that you want to consider for sure. But in interception, as far as I know, Blacksmith and I believe Chatterbox, if I remember correctly, I can't remember, there's 2 fire boss. Yeah, she's going to be a pretty decent one for new players as well. So right now you can see this is going to be something that's very important. Armor capacity 300, reload time 3 seconds. And you can see she does 5.86% of attack as damage. So this is different for every single character. I think there's some misconception going around that some players think that this is the same for every weapon. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about, right? So if I go back to the Wikipedia and then we filter all the characters by machine gun, right? So we're gonna go with this. As you can see, if I were to kick Guillotine's one, right? So Guillotine will have, as you can see, 5.57% of attack as damage. Alright, so whereas Ludmilla will have 5.86% of attack as damage. So she does slightly higher damage or modifiers, right? So 5.57%. I believe Neon also does 5.57%, yes. But reload time 2.5 seconds. As you can see, Ludmilla reload time is 3 seconds, but you can see this won't matter as much because she has an ability to be able to help her a little bit. But Modernia though, she has a way higher modifier, as you can see right here. She has a 7.71% of attack as damage. So not every machine gun character has the same like multiplier moving into that. But however, this is just one part of the equation, alright? Your kit is going to be a different thing as well. So now you can see with Ludmilla, right? Her skill 1, the Queen's Gaze, activates when landing 6 normal attacks. This is easily doable because she's a machine gun character, affects the target. You can see damage taken increase by 12.56% for 3 seconds. I do like this skill a lot. This is not only going to improve her own damage, she's also going to be able to improve her overall team's damage. When you're fighting a boss, you're basically increasing damage taken of the enemy by 12.56%. Now for context, Blanc, one of the strongest character in the game, to be known for her damage amplification. Hers at level 10 is, as you can see, 39.26%. Alright, so this is going to, although hers does affects all enemies, and it's only on her burst skill, right? So something like Ludmilla's one that is always going to be there on a passive, I think this is going to be easier to activate for sure. Also, she's able to do, 158% final attack as additional damage. It does feel like, I'm not sure which of these skills scales off the skill level. Hopefully the damage taken is going to be fixed at a high amount at the starting even lower skill level. So that's going to be something that I'm hoping for, so she doesn't need as much skill 1 investment. So the other part of the kit activates when landing 60 normal attacks. Again, this is effect self, reloads 20 rounds of ammunition. So either you increase her ammo capacity overall, alright, or Bastion Cube makes sense. You can also, if she has overload gears with plenty of max ammo capacity, I do think that she almost is not going to require to stop to reload at all. So that's going to be something that we'll have to test to see, right? So skill 2 Snowstorm activates when hitting the core for 60 times. Now this is going to depend on the enemy, if the enemy has core or not. So affects the target. As you can see, deal 109.64% of final attack as additional damage. And when she activates burst, she will be able to increase her critical rate by 14.6%. So she might be one of the few characters that will be able to, abuse or take advantage of the crit rate. So 14.6% seems a bit low, in my personal opinion, for at least a level 10 skill. So you might have to rely pairing her with a lot of other characters. So obviously, if you don't have someone like Swimsuit Mary to pair with, right, which I know a lot of players do not have, so you could consider something like Volume to basically just straight up improve her overall damage. I think that's something that I might consider testing as well. Tia Naga with Volume, and then test out her burst, and then the last burst tree can be slotted in with anyone else. That's going to be something that we'll have to find out for sure, because Volume do buff, as you can see on the final skill, 31.9% here, but it's only for 5 seconds. Still, always going to be overall a pretty good one. Burst skill for Ludmilla, the Winter Owner, as you can see, she's going to be able to increase her attack by 62.54% for 10 seconds. This is actually pretty insane. Alright, so it's not quite Red Hood level. Red Hood was able to increase her own attack by, I believe, 70+% if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, 77.55%. Red Wolf, 71.42%. Alright, when she casts Red Wolf. But Ludmilla is close behind, plus Red Hood is a sniper rifle while Ludmilla is a machine gun, so this is 62%, might be justifiable since she's always going to be able to do constant rate of fire, constant damage. She might be able to do overall more damage, right, compared to a sniper rifle if we add up everything together. So that's something to consider, plus her reload speed is going to increase by up to 67.2% for 20 seconds. Now, overall, looking at her kit, it does seem pretty significant. Alright, it does seem like this is a very, very good character, a very good damage dealer. But again, that's something that we'll have to find out later on and see for ourselves, right? It's something that we'll have to test out tomorrow. Once she comes out, I'll be pulling for her. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Alright, so with that being said, Ludmilla, Winter Owner, let me know if you guys are pulling for her. Are you guys excited to at least get one copy? If you guys haven't already, subscribe. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a nice day. Goodbye.